What's up, everybody? This is the SI Fantasy Podcast, another special edition. Ben Heisler, Michael Fabiano. It's presented by DraftKings and DraftKings Sportsbook. Very excited to be joined on the show today by one of the best running backs we've seen in the NFL over the last several years, a three-time Pro Bowler. He is joining us on behalf of Eggo Waffles, which hold a special place in my heart as my 20-month-old son's favorite breakfast food. And Mark Ingram, longtime running back, is good enough to join us. So, Mark, I appreciate you making time for us. And it sounds like you're putting a lot of smiles on a lot of parents' faces. You're helping make personalized social media videos. You're becoming a part of a movement that's getting over 1 million waffles across the country to some parents that need it. People can go to legowitheggo.com to get all that checked out. You're putting a lot of smiles on people's faces this morning.
Hey, man, you going to make me give a percentage. No, I'm just playing. You plugged it. No, but yeah, man, I'm here partnering with Lego with Eggo. Like you said, man, I have 4 kids. You have a 20-month-old son. The mornings could be crazy. They could be hectic. So I'm partnering with Lego, which is helping parents win and embrace the small wins. You know what I mean? You let go of that morning mayhem and you embrace the small wins, like the comfort of having a warm, beautiful Eggo waffle for breakfast. So they're doing a great job. They're doing a great thing, like you said, giving away 1 million waffles. Y'all go tap in with legowitheggo.com. Because they're just trying to help the parents out, man. They're trying to help the parents let go of the morning stress, let go of the morning mayhem with Eggo. Embrace the small wins. It's a win for the parent. It's a win for the child. Everyone's happy. The kids are happy. They're eating good. The parent gets to eat, you get to have your morning cup of coffee, get to tap in with, what's going on with the Joneses on CNN or on your phone, whatever your app is where you get your news source, while the kids is eating Eggo waffles. So my kids smashed them. They had some this morning before they went to school. And I smashed them too. So at legowitheggo.com, 1 million free waffles. I need all the parents to tap in because they're trying to bless y'all. They're trying to help you out. Let go of that mayhem. Embrace the small wins. That's what we're doing. legowitheggo.com. All the social media platforms, they got it. You want to know about it? Go follow them on the social media platforms. legowitheggo.com. Hey, let go with Eggo. That's what we on.
This is what we need, man. We need a new hype man for the world of waffles, for Eggo waffles. And listen, it doesn't just have to be our kids, right? Like, I can smash them too. I go almond butter with a little bit of raspberries, maybe a little bit of whipped cream on top of the waffle. Like, I gotta know, since this is like near and dear to your heart as well, if we were doing like a waffle fantasy draft, right, for toppings on a waffle, and I say, all right, you can have syrup, you can have fruit, butter, whipped cream. Like, if you have the number one pick in your Eggo waffle topping fantasy draft, like, what's that choice for you, man?
So that thing coming hot, crispy, golden out of the toaster. Fresh slice of butter goes on immediately. Let the butter melt into the waffle. Let it soak. Let it rest. You know what I mean? Then you put the then you put the syrup on it. Then you put, you slice up a little bit of the strawberries. Cut them very detailed and precise. Put the strawberries on top of the waffle. And if you're really feeling spiffy, you might throw some whipped cream on top of that. So, you can freak the Eggo waffle however you want. You can put your own twist on it. I like to do that sometimes. And then sometimes my kids, if we've been in a rush, they walking out bare smashing the Eggo waffle. So just no topping, no butter, no nothing. They just, the flavors, everything, you know what I mean? So, but that's how I'm freaking my Eggo waffle, with a little butter, little syrup, little strawberries. And if I'm really feeling good about myself, like I had some workouts in, or I got a workout in coming in later, I'll throw some whipped cream on top. You know what I mean? And that's how we Lego with my Eggo.
Fabs, I got to tell you, just as someone who's spent the last several years in Kansas City, the only person that I've seen talk more glowingly about food in an interview, besides our guy Mark Ingram, Andy Reid. Like, Andy Reid has talked about building the perfect cheeseburger.
Big Red.
Big Red. So I got to tell you, man, like, this is exciting. And also, it's clearly evident that, you've not only been a great running back in the NFL for several years, but I mean, when it comes to being a hype man in this league, like, that's another accolade that I think you can add to your list. Because for the last 2 years, it feels like you've been that number one hype man for Lamar Jackson. If you had a microphone, you got behind it to tell the world about your guy. Like, he won an MVP, he won a playoff game. And I'm wondering, for someone that's gotten to spend the last couple of years playing alongside with Lamar, why do you think that just so many traditional talent evaluators, like, they just can't seem to give Lamar that credit that he's rightfully earned?
Man, listen, man, when you good at what you do, there's always going to be haters. There's always going to be people that doubt you. And, that's sometimes motivating. That keeps a chip on your shoulder. That keeps a fire lit up under you. And Lamar literally, I don't know why people, don't give my guy the credit that he's due. He's done it in the college level. He's done it in the high school level. He's done it on the pro level. Like, it's time to get a man the credit. And he can do everything, man. He's obviously as gifted as a runner with the ball as we've ever seen from the quarterback position. He can make every throw possible. We've seen it. You can pull it up, outside the numbers, deep passes, short passes. Like, he can make every throw in the book. It's just we just got to continue to improve, continue to get better, and he will, man, because he's a hard worker, man. And with the weight on his shoulders and all the criticism, he just lets that roll right off his back, man. He's built for it, and he'll be a great player in this league for a long time. And I'm happy for him, and he's going to continue to get better, man. He's still so young, man. That's what's scary. His best years are still ahead of him. So I'm excited for him. That's my guy for life, and I just go hard for my people, man. So if I'm with you and you my guy and I rock with you and I love you, I'm gonna go hard for you. You know what I mean? I'm rocking with Eggos right now. I'm rocking with Eggo Waffle right now. I'm gonna go hard for them. They're my people. So whoever I'm with, I'm gonna go hard about that. I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna turn up for them, and that's just what I do. I show love to my people.
Mark, number one, I'm hungry now. I'm into the blueberry Eggos, man. So you can hit me up with a stack of those. I'd be thrilled at this point. You can actually hand them off to me. You'll play quarterback. I'll be the back. Thank you. I need some of that, my man. So you talked about playing with Lamar Jackson, obviously a very mobile quarterback. And then in New Orleans, you played with Drew Brees, more of a pocket passer type. What are the advantages of playing with each style of quarterback in the National Football League as it pertains to being a running back?
Well, Drew Brees, man, he is just a technician at the position. Like, he will dissect your defense if you're not giving him, looks that kind of confuse him, which doesn't happen often, but he will dissect your defense. He's switching protections at the line of scrimmage, switching plays at the line of scrimmage. He's knowing the coverages, how they gonna roll the safeties, how they gonna try to stop our offense. They know how he knows that stuff. He's studying that stuff, and he just knows how to attack it. And Lamar, man, like you said, probably the most mobile quarterback we've ever seen, right? And you could literally have the perfect defense drawn up, everybody covered, guys have contained, and he somehow finds a way to squeeze through the line of scrimmage and outrun your linebacker and make your safety miss to get 3rd and 14 when you had the perfect defensive call. I mean, that's the ultimate equalizer, and that's how Lamar makes you pay. Like, and if you want to, if you rush him, he kind of buys time and he makes a throw. If you sit back in the zone, he'll pick you apart with his arm because he can throw. But the ultimate equalizer with him is, I've seen it, like 3rd and 16, 2nd and 18. Like, the defense has everyone covered downfield. The defensive line has contained on the edges, not letting them break the pocket. And somehow he just squirms through, makes the lineman miss, outruns the linebacker, breaks the safety, 1st down, chains moving. Defensive coordinator's mad, and he don't know what to do. But both of them are tremendous quarterbacks, man. I'm blessed to have been able to have the opportunity to play both of them. Drew Brees, a first ballot Hall of Famer. Lamar Jackson has the opportunity to be a Hall of Famer. Just has to continue to improve, continue to get better, continue to perfect his craft, and he will. That's what he's built for, and he's been doing it his whole life. So I'm just blessed been able to play with both those quarterbacks.
Mark, you spoke glowingly about both of those quarterbacks. You've spoken very highly of Eggo Waffles. You've been talking about everybody else, but I want to talk about you for a little bit. As somebody who has been one of the better NFL running backs, especially at yards after contact, like, you just throw dudes off of you, and that's sort of symbolic to the way that you like to play the game, and that's grown man strength. That's something that maybe I shouldn't speak for Fabs, but me personally, like, I'm not throwing anybody off of me. I don't know what that's like.
No, I'm not either.
I'm not underestimating you, man. You might be able to give somebody a little swipe pass, throw them on, keep running. I'm not underestimating you.
You got goals. Like, we're going to work towards it. We're just not there yet. But is there anything more fun, maybe other than scoring a touchdown, about just taking another big, strong human being and just tossing them off to the side?
Yeah, scoring a touchdown is awesome. But anytime you got a defender and you can just stiff arm them into the ground and keep going, or break them and keep going, you hear the crowd go, ooh, or ah, and when you running for a touchdown and you look at the film later and you say, okay, yeah, I got him up off me. Get up off me. Like, yeah, that's a good feeling when you throw a grown man to the ground in front of his family on TV and you keep going.
Yeah,
But
I don't
it
think
works the other way too. It works the other way too sometimes. So you always got to stay on your P's and your Q's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to experience that feeling of throwing another grown man to the ground, unfortunately. But that's why I'm a fantasy football analyst and not an NFL player. Speaking of NFL players, I will admit to you, I have a very unhealthy fantasy man crush on J.K. Dobbins. I think this
Yeah.
kid is going to be an absolute superstar in the
That boy
National
said
Football League. He
unhealthy.
already showed some flashes of it during his rookie campaign. Mark, tell everybody out there why J.K. Dobbins deserves to be a high round draft pick in 2021 fantasy leagues and what he brings to the table for the Baltimore Ravens.
Hey, man, that's why you're the best at what you do. I mean, you just made the call. J.K. Dobbins is definitely a high value pick for your fantasy leagues. I mean, this guy, you saw what he did to the end of the year. Man, he had I think a touchdown in every game leading up until the last game that we played. So obviously he's getting fed. You know what I mean? They will feed the J.K., you know what I mean? And he's a good back, man. He's a good back. He's going to be a good player in this league for a long time. He can run inside, he can run outside, he can catch the ball out of the backfield. Does well in pass protection. So he's going to continue to improve on his game, and he's only going to continue to improve. So that's a good pick by my guy Mike right here, and that's why he's the best at what he does for making calls, and like he did with my guy JK. So wishing all the best for JK.
Look at you, Fabs. You're already getting preseason awards. Like the season isn't over. We got JK
Great.
in the top 10. Like this is
Mark, I'll send you that $20 on Venmo once we're done here, pal.
All good. When you win your league, just give me the small percentage. It's all good. You know what I mean?
Mark, you've gotten a chance to play for some pretty incredible coaches over the course of your career. You obviously have Nick Saban at Alabama, Sean Payton in New Orleans, John Harbaugh. Any good stories about playing for dudes that have gotten to that championship level? They're intense, but I've heard they also have a pretty funny side to them too.
Yeah, they all are kind of like, they're all very driven. They're all very focused on the task at hand, which is winning. You know what I mean? So they're all, all their energy is focused towards winning. But they all think they're jokesters. They all think they got jokes and they clown a little bit, but they're not funny. They're not funny. No, they are. No. All of them are cool. Coach Saban, he's cool, man. Sean is the man. And Harv's, man. My last 2 years with Harv's has been, great. It's been great with the Ravens. So I've been thankful, been blessed to be able to play for three amazing coaches who have winning culture and who are personable with the men in their locker room. That's something that I respect the most is just personable, treat men with respect, and treat men as men and with much respect. So I appreciate all three of my coaches that I've played for since I've been in college, even before that, my high school coaches. I appreciate them too because all of them kind of developed me to what I am right now, talking to you guys. So Sean Payton, Nick Saban, Coach Harbs, Coach Lee, high school. I'm thankful to all those guys, man. They've definitely made a positive impact on my life.
Mark, I'm going to put you on the spot here a little bit. Besides yourself, of course, who is the best running back to ever come out of Alabama?
Okay. See, everyone wants to go with the Derrick Henry answer right now, right? So besides myself, everyone wants to go with Derrick Henry, which is justified. The man is running crazy right now. I just went for 2,000, 8th person in the history of the league. So congrats to my guy, D. Henry. But, we go back, you got Shaun Alexander, a legend in his own right, MVP in his own right in the NFL. Many guys, man. So Shaun Alexander, Derrick Henry, it had to be one of those guys other than myself, you know what I mean? I was the first one to do it, you know what I mean? So I ain't new to it, I'm true to it, you know what I mean? But Shaun Alexander, Derrick Henry, we RBU, man. I'll go down the list, Trent Richardson, Eddie Lacy, Kenyon Drake, TJ Yeldon, Josh Jacobs. We got Najee Harris coming out this year. We got more dogs in the stable waiting to be unleashed at Bama. It's just RBU. So the best of all of us is irrelevant because we all the best. We RBU. We holding it down for the RB. So roll tide all day, every day. And we're going to see another legendary RB next year suiting up for the Crimson Tide. So roll tide, baby.
No, it's just unfair, Fabs, the amount of insane talent to come out of the University of Alabama year after year after year. Rest of college football fans are like, hey, we want a shot. Like, let's just give us something. But it continues to be absolutely, like you said, RBU. Mark, you've been super generous with your time. I just have a couple quick questions for you. First of all, going back to you personally, what's next for you, man? Is there a potential situation where you guys and your agents, you're talking about what's next and what you'd ultimately like to do next year and trying to find that right team and right connection? Where do you currently stand with that?
Man, I'm excited about the opportunity, man. Unfortunately, the season happened the way it did, but I'm fortunate because I'm healthy, I'm fresh, and I feel great. I can play this game at a high level, and whatever team that I do go to, they're getting somebody who's hungry, who has a chip on their shoulder, and who can still play this game at a high level, can be explosive, a playmaker for your team, and be a great person for the locker room and for the city. So I'm excited about the opportunity. I don't know where I'm going to land yet. I just want to go to a team that, who needs me, the team who wants me. And, I'll be excited to, bring, everything that I can bring to that organization, to that team, to that city. So, I know I can still play this game at a high level. I'm excited to play this game at a high level. I'm fresh going to my new team. I'm healthy going to my new team. So I'm just excited about what the future holds. And, we'll see who's interested. We'll see who's calling, and we'll make the right decisions for where I'm best suited. So, I obviously want to win the championship. I obviously want to run for a lot more yards. I'm trying to run down 10,000, trying to make it to that 10,000 rushing yard club. So got a lot of work to do, but I'm excited about it and I'm working for it.
Well, whatever comes next, man, we're wishing you all the best. Before we let you go, this Chiefs team really well. You played them the last couple of years. They've had some tough matchups with you guys, and you've held them close. I don't know if you had an opportunity to go up against Tampa the last couple of years, but do you have a prediction for the game between Kansas City and Tampa Bay and who you like?
I haven't went against the new Tampa, but I did play Tampa twice a year for 8 years. But so I know their defense is stout. I know their defense is strong. But yeah, the Chiefs, they're a problem, man. I've played them the past 2 years. Yeah, that Mahomes dude, he's a problem. Everything everything they put around them, all the playmakers, it's tough, man. And then the defense, they're just opportunistic, they're opportunistic, and they create turnovers, they create negative plays, and they just do it. They do a good job, man. They're well coached. Their entire team is well coached, and the Bucks, they're hot, man. They hit their stride at the right time. Tom Brady's doing his thing. You can never go against him. Won 6 Super Bowls. He's going for his 7th. And, they're well coached with Arians, defense that's stout, got playmakers at running back, receiver, tight ends, got a good offensive line. So it's going to be a good game, man. It's going to be a good game. And I don't know what to do. I'm kind of torn between it, but somehow I think Mahomes is going to find a way to score one more point than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a dogfight, a battle. It'll probably come down to whoever has the ball last, but for some reason, I just think Mahomes is going to find a way to score one more point than the other team. And, it's just tough, man. That dude's special, and he's a difference maker. He's a difference for sure.
1 point prediction win from our guy, Mark Ingram. Appreciate you making time for us, man. Continue success, continue good health, and Fabs and I are going to go heat up some waffles now, man. Appreciate your time.
Yep. LegoWithEgo.com. Check them out. 1 million free waffles.